Hello everyone, Vlad here, and today I'm going to show you something that I've been working on for the last 2.5 weeks. I took basically a kit and I modified it, and something that I want to put in my city. So I want to show you what that kit was right now. So the kit that I bought was the Family Reunion Celebration restaurant. I really liked it, and I kind of liked the feel and felt it was a real good fit into my mini Chinatown that I have in my city. And obviously this one has the back opens like a dollhouse, so I didn't only buy one, but I bought 2 kits. The reason I bought 2 kits is because I wanted to basically close the back side, make it a fully modular set, and do some modifications. So why don't we show you what came out of that. And here it is, the completed, fully modularized family reunion restaurant kit. And if I just take it around here, as you can see, I've modularized it. I've removed the dollhouse look, made it into a fully modular building. So let me give you a little bit of detail on what I did with it. So first of all, as you notice, the original fits on a 16, which is half of a base plate, but it's about 36, I think it might be 36 or 38 wide, which is just a little bit wider than a 32-inch wide base plate, which is a 10 by 10. So what I did is, I didn't want to make it any smaller. So what I did is I put it on a Mills plate first of all, and I put it on a plate and a half, so 1.5 base plates. That enabled me to have a much bigger front area for the kind of the little vendor selling some of the food on the street, and a little bit more decoration. And it also enabled me to increase the back area a little bit, and also it enabled me to make a little bit of a it's kind of the back alley area with a back door. So that was the first thing. And what I did is I used both signs on each side, as you can see there. And it looks on the outer side just like the original, partially. But there are some major differences. So like I said, first I put on a Mills plate. And what I also did is, you'll notice on the ceiling, on the roof, there's now 2 tables. And what I did here is I changed this around. I made the indentation of the building, kept it the same as on this side, but I kept it going all the way to this side. I didn't do that here. And you'll see the reason when I open it up. And then there's a little tiny, kind of like a 3rd floor type-ish. And there's a reason for that, because I have a door there, and that's one way to get up to the roof, because in the original there is no way to get up to the roof. So why don't I take out the levels and show you what's inside. So taking it apart, the roof is about the same as the original. I kept it relatively the same, except of course it's a full-size roof. So if I take it out, that's the roof coming off. Then I have this little part coming off the roof of the little mini building there, or 3rd floor. And then I have this coming off, so it's similar to the original. And then I've got this floor. This whole floor comes off the bottom. And that's pretty much how the modular building comes apart, similar to what it was originally. So in the new expanded area, what I did is I expanded the registration desk, made it a reception desk, I should say, made it a little bit larger and kind of an L shape. I put in, by the way, 2 of the aquariums, so I had to move the desk by 1 stud because it was in the way of the aquarium. And then what I did is I put a little bit of a kind of a little bit nice background with flowers in the back, kind of the back of the reception desk. I also have a little waiting little 2-person couch for people who are waiting to get into the restaurant. when it's full. I have a door, and that leads to a kitchen, and I expanded the kitchen a lot bigger now, as you can see. So what I did is in the kitchen I have now two of the chickens or turkeys. I guess they'll be pretty big chickens, so maybe turkeys. Or actually pigs is better probably. And I have two right here, the original. This was the original half right there. And I have the stove, open stove, and over there. But I also have a little island in the middle. And I took that from the extra cart that you got with it. That's the same one that's right over here. So I use that as an extra island for cooking. And I also added a sink and a stove and oven. So I've expanded the kitchen greatly, and I've also tiled the whole bottom floor. So I added a tile pattern to the bottom here, to the stairs, and I think it looks really good. So there you go. And I utilized pretty much all the pieces in both kits. And if you're wondering, I also put a door in the back here. So if I turn this all the way around, I kind of have into the back alley. I have a door and a couple windows here for the kitchen, and I try to make it kind of symmetrical. And this is from the original pop-out wall. And here we have the two aquariums. And also what I did is I put the extra lantern pole, one extra lantern pole in the front, and I put a little bit of decoration. That's from my inventory a little bit, so those bamboo plants don't come with the kit. So there's a few parts that I added. And I put in all the minifigures. So what I did with the minifigures, I originally used the original ones. Then I mixed all the body parts and heads and hair, made kind of new piercings. And this is that gal with the selfie camera, taking a picture with her in front of the chef cooking on the portable street food cart. So let's move on to the second level. So here's the second level, and so what I did do with the extra room, obviously I added a second table, which makes sense. I kept the karaoke machine in the corner, but what I also did is right here, this door right there was originally 3 studs over, so it's kind of like you exit out right onto the stairs and you fall down the stairs. I thought that was a hazard. And as an engineer, safety is my priority. So what it is, I moved the bathroom over. So I just have the very edge on the stairs, which is still acceptable. And I expanded the bathroom, so made it two studs bigger, and I tiled it. And I also added a second bathroom, about the same width as the original, in the original version. And so there's basically 2 bathrooms. Call it a his and hers, or they and them bathroom. Then what I also did is I also did right here a staircase leading upwards. That's what the extra addition onto here is. So I wanted to kind of keep the same pattern. So I added a door to the staircase and a window, and used one of the fence pieces. That's generally a fence, and made it into a kind of a window. So I try to keep the same style, and I used the black and the dark brown top, that to match the top of the dark brown and black right here, the top of the second floor. And I used sticker elements to kind of make it a little bit more decorated. So that worked out really well, and I really like my little top that I did. And now it makes sense that there's actually stairs. And if you actually go in here, you can see the staircase here. I used a similar, basically made the staircase a little different, but similar to the one that's over on the first floor. So that's the second floor. That's what I did with the second floor. And finally, here's the top floor. And as I mentioned, I have 2 tables. Now, what I also did is you'll notice that there's that in the original there's 1 row of the dark tan. I have 3. So what I did do is in this whole building, I did expand the whole building by 1 stud more than just mirror it. And that made this more centralized. And then you can see if I look at the second level here, you can see right here, here's that extra. So it makes it so these two aren't right together. So I think it actually helped and it made it much better. And here's the extra piece, fits into the bathrooms, on top of the bathrooms right here. And that just falls in there, and it's just like the top roof. And then there's the top piece that fits on top of the roof of my little, where the staircase is. So I think this works out better, and I would say I use about 98% of the pieces in the kits. And then about 2% pieces just out of my inventory, just for a few things I just ran out of pieces for. So here it is once again, fully assembled. And I think I like the way it turned out. It was a great challenge. It was kind of challenging to make it work. And it was really fun to build. It was one of the most funnest builds I've had in a long time. I really liked the techniques they used. And I wanted to preserve the original rather than trying to cram it onto a 10 by 10 plate. And I do have the room for the 1.5 plate profile in my Lego City. I look forward to placing it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, and otherwise we'll see you next time. So have a great day.